Hello, everyone. Um, my name is Brother Lewis, and I want to come back so that I can actually get the next video in our series uh, going forward. 1 second. Okay. Um, with that said, I have this written up so that I can kind of hurry up to go through this, and I'm not just talking off the cuff. Um, that way, I can present the information and give it to you as quickly as possible. I ran into a few complications with some updating and my computer just taking its time doing what it wants. But anyway, welcome back. Um, this is once again the second part of the introduction to our My Best Self video series. This is for the purposes of training anyone and everyone, whether you're part of our organization or not. So, as we continue, let us understand that our best life begins the moment we decide to take control and take action and embrace transformation. And we know that we are coming out of a situation where we and many others, for that matter, have actually endured various types of trauma and situations that led to our current situation where we are now, and we're making progress to move forward. With that in mind, let us go ahead and get started. Before we actually begin our first lesson in the video series, we need to address one particular topic. And we're going to talk about something many of us have been dealing with but might not realize has been a big problem, which is stress. It can sneak up on us, and often without us even knowing, stress is constantly there. And if we don't monitor it, if we don't recognize it, then it will have detrimental effects on all of us and any of us. Um, Stress can affect our health, our relationships, and how we feel overall. It doesn't matter how old we are, what gender we are, or where we come from, stress can touch everyone's life. And oftentimes it does. It can be like a silent enemy that steals our happiness and our peace of mind. Recognizing stress is the first step in fighting it. We need to understand the effects of stress so we can take care of ourselves better. Of course, moving us into more progress as we begin to make steps toward our best self. This isn't just about handling pressure, it's about knowing we deserve to feel good mentally, emotionally, physically. I hope we can support one another along this journey, building a community that promotes self care and resilience. Remember, although stress can feel overwhelming, we can, however, fight back. But if we ignore it, it can lead to bigger problems down the line. We see a lot of our members actually having cognitive function issues. And we're going to come back to that in a moment. But it's because a lot of times people do not realize that they're dealing with unbearable amounts of stress. Stress shows up in many ways, whether from schoolwork, family issues, money problems, or just life in general. Too many of us have learned to just push through it instead of actually taking it seriously. And so a lot of people are actually, as we say, working on fumes, um, working on candles lit from both ends, right? So for many people, particularly those who have experienced church hurt, stress can become an ongoing issue. Church hurt refers to the emotional pain and trauma that we, especially in our situation, and anybody else that has gone through manipulation and deception, especially in relationships where you trusted, trauma that you've endured coming from people that you might experience negative experiences from, especially in a religious community. Those who endure this kind of hurt often find themselves facing stressful situations repeatedly, especially if they feel isolated or rejected in their spiritual journey. This ongoing stress can create a cycle that's literally hard to break and almost impossible, leading to feelings of hopelessness and despair. And we know that we've had individuals in our organization that have actually been in a position where they become depressed, feeling anxious, having anxiety attacks, nervous conditions, so on and so forth, constantly under worryation. When stress levels stay high, it can weaken our immune system and making us more susceptible to illnesses. And this, of course, may very well explain why we have such a high number of members with conditions and sicknesses, not realizing that they could have been prevented if we simply monitored our stress levels. This means we might get sick more often and take longer to even recover because stress literally wears on our body in such a way that even trying to recover becomes slowed down. Chronic stress is linked to serious health issues like heart disease and high blood pressure and diabetes and even mental health disorders like anxiety and depression, as I mentioned earlier. In fact, studies actually show that stress is tied to more than 80% of all illnesses. For those persons experiencing continuous stress, especially from church hurt, the toll can be even more overwhelming, often leaving individuals feeling stuck in a negative cycle that affects their overall well being. Every day, we may see people's lives affected, relationships strained, and dreams delayed because we overlook the impact of stress. The first step to deal with this condition is learning precisely what stress is, what causes it, and how it can affect us in the long run, especially when we're constantly dealing with it and where that stress is actually coming from or who is causing it. Stress isn't just about feeling overwhelmed. It triggers our bodies to release hormones that can harm our health over time. The fact is, chronic stress, continual stress, constant stress can shorten our lives and oftentimes actually do cause people to lose their lives a lot sooner than natural causes actually would. It can lead to serious health issues, and tackling it, however, can be simpler than we actually think. As we learn to actually manage our stress, there's an important message that we learn from Scripture in Romans 8 and 28, which says that all things work together for the good of those who love our Heavenly Father. If we put forth effort to learn about Him, to practice uh, studying about Him, acquiring more knowledge about Him, and walking in those ways, as long as we're walking to please Him, then He will ensure that all things, no matter what it is, good, bad, or indifferent, will actually work together for our good. As we learn to manage stress, we should learn to also remember this scripture and actually do what we can to um, recall this scripture on a regular basis. This scripture actually reminds us that even when life goes bad in people's minds and it gets tough, that there's a plan actually in motion. Stress shouldn't just be something we bear silently. It can be a signal to actually take a moment to reflect and get back on track. And by learning how to understand and deal with stress, we're actually taking steps to care for ourselves and remember that we don't have to face these challenges alone. We actually learn to take time to check in with ourselves. And by utilizing the exercises in the My Best Self series, you should be seeing progress in regular intervals along the way. We're taking steps currently and intentionally to care for ourselves better and remember that we don't have to face these challenges alone. When we take time to see where the stress is coming from, we'll also find that this is actually very important because it will allow us to not just stop feeling guilty, but also learn about becoming aware of what's causing us all this pressure. Just as the verse tells us in Romans 8 and 28 that everything can lead to something good, noticing what stresses us actually opens doors to change and support. By shining a light on what we're dealing with, especially in the context of church hurt, as it's been called, um, and repeated stressful situations, especially dealing with individuals that are manipulating us or using us, um, we can start to manage stress better and make positive change in our own lives and every aspect of our lives. This awareness is crucial in breaking the cycle and learning to heal while reclaiming peace and joy that should have been ours from the first place, in the first place. And we should constantly be doing whatever we can to cultivate that feeling of joy and peace, which will actually combat the stress that's been causing problems in our lives that we ourselves weren't even aware of in the first place. And now that we've explored the impact of stress, especially as it relates to ongoing challenges, especially hurt, trauma, and pain, it's time to take a proactive step towards understanding these stress levels. To help us do this, we're going to introduce a simple stress test. And this test will allow us to evaluate how stress affects our daily lives and identify specific areas where we might need to focus our self care efforts. By gaining insight into our stressors, the things that trigger stress, we can better navigate our journey towards healing, resilience, and quite frankly, improving our well being, which is absolutely essential and necessary as we continue learning to become better selves and prepare for leadership roles and positions and putting ourselves in a position where we can actually help others. And in doing this and utilizing these efforts, we'll be able to enhance our relationships with family members, friends, co-workers, neighbors, and individuals alike everywhere. The instructions for this self-assessment test will tell us actually how much stress we're under. And we're going to use again a point system for each question. You want to answer, if the question's answer is always, you want to apply 4 points. If the answer is often, 3 points. If the answer is sometimes, 2 points. And if the answer is one, then you want to apply either rarely or never. And I want to take this along with you all. So my daughter took my pen dispenser. Um, so anyway, let's just move on. At the end of the test, your total points will see how you score on the stress scales. And we have a little analysis to actually tell you what that means. Um, I'm trying to go through this quickly again because time kind of got away from me while my system was doing an update. We know the Wicked One is busy. However, here is the self assessment. Question number one: I often feel overwhelmed by my responsibilities. If this is always, this is 4 points. Right at number four. If it's often, it's three. If it's sometimes, two. If it's rarely, never, then one. I often feel overwhelmed by my responsibilities. For me, it's not so much. Um, I'll just put 1 point. I find it hard to relax even during downtime. I don't find it hard to relax at all. I'm also going to add another point. That's 2 so far. I frequently feel anxious about upcoming events or deadlines. Frequently, um, not so much. 1 point. Um, 4, I struggle to concentrate on tasks because my mind is racing. That's a lot for me, so I'm gonna say 4. There's 3, 7. No, 3 often. So 6 points for me total so far. Um, Number 5, I have trouble sleeping due to stress or worry. No, not due to stress or worry, just I'm constantly going. Um, so I'm gonna say not stress or worry. 1, 7 points total for me. I feel irritable or on edge more often than not. Irritable, mm, more often than not. Maybe a 2. 9 so far. Number 7, I rely on unhealthy habits like junk food or excessive screen time to cope with stress. Sometimes. I'll say 2. So 11 points for me so far. 8, I find it difficult to enjoy activities I used to love. Not so much. I'll say 1. That's 12 so far. Number 9, I feel pressure to meet expectations from others. I've learned to not do that. Um, 13. Number 10, I have physical symptoms like headaches or stomach issues due to stress. This is every once in a while, so sometimes. So 14 points total. Number 11, I often feel tired or fatigued even after resting. Mm, Often. So 3, 18. Number 12, I struggle to communicate my feelings or concerns to others. I struggle to communicate my feelings or concerns to others. I don't struggle. Um, I'll say, no, I don't. 1. So 19 points so far. Number 13, there's 25 questions. Number 13, I feel supported by friends or family during challenging times. I feel supported by friends or family during challenging times. Mm, Often. So I say 3, 23 points. Um, 14, I frequently feel like I need to escape from my current situation. Um, I frequently feel like I need to escape from my current situation. Not frequently, every once in a while. So I'll say 2, sometimes 2. So 25 points so far. 15, I can easily manage sudden changes in my plans. Easily manage sudden changes. Mm, Always. So I'll say 4. Um, 29 points. 16, I often worry about issues that are out of my control. Nope. So 1, 30 points. 17, I'm able to take breaks when I feel overwhelmed. I'm able to take breaks when I feel overwhelmed. Um, yeah, 4. So that's 35 points. Um, 18, I feel I have too many commitments in my life. Too many commitments. Sometimes. So 34, 36. 19, I tend to procrastinate When faced with stressful tasks, I tend to procrastinate. Every once in a while, I'll go ahead and say sometimes. Um, sometimes. I forgot my points. I think I'm at 35, so 37. Um, 20. I can talk to someone when I need support, always. 37, 41. 21. I find myself feeling hopeless about my situation. Nope. So 1.42. 22. I experience mood swings or feel emotionally drained. Hmm. Sometimes, not all, sometimes. 42. So 44. 23. I engage in regular physical activity to cope with stress. I need to do this a lot more. I engage in regular physical activity. Regular? No. I need to work on this. 44. So 45. One. Um, Sometimes, but one. 24. I can quickly refocus my thoughts when I feel stressed. Yeah. So 4 points. 45. 25. I believe I can handle stress in healthy ways. Absolutely. So 49. 25 questions. And here's your scoring system. Total score, add up the points. I'm at 45. This is my first time going through this as well. Total score, add up the points based on your answers. The maximum score is 100 points. I have 45. Um, Grading system, score range 90 through 100. Oh my gosh, I gotta work on this. 90 through 100. A, you're currently experiencing very low stress. Oh gosh. You're currently experiencing very low stress. If you have 90 to 100, I already know I got a 45. I'm I've this is saying I have an extreme amount of stress. I didn't even know this. This is news to me. Um, that explains a lot. You all are saying real time. I'm taking these tests with you. So this I'm showing you that these self-assessment tests will show you a lot about yourself that you did not know. So I have to engage in these exercises. So if you scored 90 to 100, you're currently experiencing very low stress levels. You handle challenges well and have effective coping mechanisms in place. You recognize when to take breaks and feel supported in your life. Keep up the healthy habits. Very good for you. This is bad news for me. 80 through 89. B, you scored a B. If you have 80 through 89 on your scores, your stress levels are low, but there might be occasional pressures that you need to manage. You are mostly coping well, although certain situations may still cause occasional anxiety. Continue practicing relaxation techniques to maintain your well-being. That's between 80 and 89. Again, I got a 45. Ah, boy. Um, 70 through 79, you got to see. You are experiencing moderate stress. While you have some coping strategies, you may frequently feel overwhelmed. Identifying stressors and taking proactive steps, like practicing mindfulness or seeking support, can help you manage your stress more effectively. 60 through 69, you scored a D. You have high stress levels. Again, I have a 45. You have high stress levels at 60 through 69, which may be impacting your daily life. You may find it challenging to relax and can feel overwhelmed more often than not. It's important to prioritize self care and, if needed, reach out to a trusted person or a counselor for support. You don't have to handle this alone. Below 60, which is where I'm at, ooh, you're experiencing very high stress levels, which could severely affect your mental and physical well being. Hmm. Recognizing this is the first step. I'm glad we're doing this. Please consider seeking help from a professional, a friend, or a family member. Implementing stress reducing techniques like deep breathing, exercise, or meditation can be vital for your health. Remember, it is crucial to take care of yourself. This is telling me I need to take better care of myself. And again, this is real time. I'm letting you see through me. I'm being 100% transparent. Taking these self assessment tests along with you, I'm allowing you to see my results to show you how beneficial these self assessment tests will be for you as well. I failed miserably. This is showing me that I have extremely high amounts of stress and I need to do something about it so that I can take better care of myself. This is astronomical. This is surprising to me. I didn't realize, I did not know that I had this much stress. I thought that I would score very, very high. Apparently, I scored way low, 45 points. And again, this is telling you how accurate and how beneficial these self assessment tests are going to be to help us make progress in doing better for ourselves. I did not know, I was not aware, and I'm glad that I took this assessment test. Today, I'm going to get some sleep. After this, I'm going to see my son off to school. I'm going to bed. So, again, um, wow. Conclusion: understanding your stress levels is essential for maintaining your overall well being. Wherever you fall on this stress scale, know that it's okay to ask for help and seek solutions. My solution: after this, I'm going to bed. I'm going to get several hours of sleep. I'm not going to stay up. I'm not going to worry about anything. I don't worry. I'm not going to worry about doing anything. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to sleep, period. I'm going to get on top of this and I'm going to bring my stress levels down. And I'm going to reassess myself and take this test again on a regular basis until my score increases and I score an A. I failed this test miserably. Um, know that it's okay to help, ask for help, and seek solutions. Use this assessment as a guide to explore ways to manage stress effectively. When stress goes untreated, it can significantly impact our self esteem. Continuous stress often leads to feelings of overwhelm and inadequacy, making it difficult to concentrate or perform well in daily tasks. This can create a cycle where we start to doubt our abilities and worth, leading us to feel less capable and more self critical. This is not good. I don't feel those things, which is why I thought that I wasn't dealing with a lot of stress. But I am dealing with a lot of stress according to this test. I don't see it, I don't feel it, but the test is telling me that my stress is off the charts, and I did not know. So, again, we need to take advantage of these self assessment tests. Um, as we grapple with stress, we may also withdraw from social situations, wow, uh, or support networks, further isolating ourselves and reinforcing negative beliefs about our self value. I don't do that, which is why I didn't believe that I had a lot of stress. Over time, this lack of self acceptance can erode our confidence, trapping us in a cycle of low self esteem. I don't have low self esteem. Again, which is why I didn't know that I had high levels of stress. To help us understand how stress might be affecting our self perception, we will now engage in a self esteem test. A self esteem test. This test will provide insight into our current self image and highlight areas where we can work on building our confidence and resilience, empowering us to break free from the grip of stress and its negative effects. I'm already. Anyway, let's move forward. This self assessment test, number two, is how much or how little self esteem do I have? Instructions. Same thing. 4 points for strongly agree, 3 points for agree, 2 points for disagree, 1 point for strongly disagree. At the end of the test, total your points. See where you stand. I don't have my pencil. I'm going to add my points as we go along. 25, 25 questions. Yes. And let me pull up the next page. Yes. 25 questions. Number one, I feel confident in my abilities. 4 points if you strongly agree. 3 points if you just agree. 2 points if you disagree. 1 point if you strongly disagree. I strongly agree. I feel confident in my abilities. 4 points. I often compare myself to others and feel inferior. I strongly disagree. I do not often compare myself to others and feel inferior. 5 points so far. Number three, I believe I deserve happiness and success. I believe I deserve happiness and success. I strongly agree. 4 points. That's 9 total so far. I deserve happiness. Everybody deserves happiness, in my opinion. 9 points so far. Number four, I usually focus on my strengths rather than my weaknesses. Strongly agree. Number four, 4 points. 13 so far total. I usually focus on my strengths rather than my weaknesses. Number five, I accept compliments gracefully. I accept compliments gracefully. I agree. Not strongly, but I agree. Um, 13, so 3, 16 points total. Number six, I often feel that others do not appreciate me. I often feel that this is for me is kind of tricky. We're talking about thousands of people. I often feel that others don't appreciate me. I don't strongly agree. I don't agree. I often feel disagree. It's not often. Every once in a while, I feel like people don't appreciate me. So I say 2 points. Um, 16, 18 so far. Number seven, I am proud of my accomplishments. I don't even mention a lot of my accomplishments. I'm extremely proud of my accomplishments. Strongly agree. 18, so 22 points. Number eight, I think about my failures more than my successes. No, um, strongly disagree. I think about my failures more than my successes. Strongly disagree. Um, 22, 23 points. Number nine, I stand by my beliefs and values. Strongly agree. 22, 26 points. Number 10, I find it hard to make decisions without consulting others. I find it hard to make decisions without consulting others. I don't find it hard. I can easily make decisions for myself without consulting people. Um, Hard to make decisions. I strongly disagree. 26, 27 points. 11. I often feel unworthy of love and respect. I often feel unworthy of love and respect. Often feel unworthy. I strongly disagree. I often feel unworthy of love and respect. I disagree. 2 points, 27, 29. 12, I take care of myself both physically and emotionally. Mm, I take care of myself both physically and emotionally. I need to do better. Some must just agree. 3 points, 27, 30 points. Number 13, I believe I can handle challenges that come my way. Strongly agree. 34 points. I believe I can handle challenges that come my way. 14, I think others see me negatively. I think others see me negatively. I disagree. Some people may see me negatively. Okay, I agree. I think others may see me negatively. Um, 34, 35, 36, 37. I think others may see me, some people. 15, I trust myself to make the right choices. I agree. 37, 40. I trust myself to make the right choices. 16, trust myself to make the right choices. I strongly agree. 40, 41. 16, I have a supportive circle of friends or family. Mm, absolutely. Uh, Agree. Friends or family. Family. Friends, yeah. 41, 45. 17, I often doubt my decisions. Not often, sometimes. So I disagree. 45, 46, 47. 18, I believe I can improve and grow if I work at it. Positively, absolutely. Strongly agree. I believe I can improve and grow if I work at it. 45, 48, 49. I believe I can improve and grow if I work at it. 49. 19. I feel uncomfortable asking for help when I need it. I feel uncomfortable asking for help when I need it. Hmm. I feel uncomfortable asking for help when I need it. I'm going to say sometimes. Um, I agree. I agree. So 3 points. 45, 49, so 52. 52. 20. I can take criticism constructively. Yeah, I can take it constructively. 52. I agree. Not strongly, but I agree. So I'm at 55 points. 21. I often feel anxious or insecure about social situations. No, I disagree. Often feel anxious or insecure. Strongly disagree. 54, 55. 22. I celebrate my achievements no matter how small. Strongly disagree. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. I celebrate my achievements no matter how small. 59. 23. I feel worthy of respect from others. I feel worthy. I think everybody deserves respect from others, so I strongly agree. 4 points, 55, 59. I feel worthy of respect from others. 24, I believe in my potential to succeed, absolutely. Um, 4 points, strongly agree. Uh, 59, 63. 25, I struggle to forgive myself for past mistakes. I struggle to forgive myself for past mistakes. Sometimes. So I'll say I agree. 63, 66. Scoring. This is my first time going through this. I don't know what the scoring system is. Again, I'm doing this with you all live to show you the benefits of doing these self assessment tests and just how beneficial they are. Uh, so 90 through, I think I got 66. Um, 90 through 100. Great analysis. A, you have very high self esteem. You're confident, assertive, and recognize your worth. Wow. You celebrate your successes and learn from failures without dwelling on them. You likely have a supportive network and a positive outlook on life. Wow. That's 90 through 100. I scored a 66. Um, B, your self esteem is high, but there might be some areas where you could improve. You feel good about yourself, but occasionally struggle with self doubt. Maintaining a focus on your strengths can help you continue growing. That's 80 to 89. That's a B. I got a 66. This is horrible for me. C, 70 through 79. You have moderate self esteem. You're aware of your capabilities, but may frequently compare yourself to others. Building confidence in your abilities and addressing negative thoughts will benefit you. Consider surrounding yourself with positive influences. That's 70 through 79. D, where I'm at, I got a D. I scored horribly. I got a 66. 60 through 69. Your self esteem may be low. You might often feel inadequate. This is surprising to me. I don't feel inadequate. But I scored here. So this is telling. You could benefit from actively working on self acceptance. Wow. Consider talking to someone you trust or a professional who can help guide you in building better self worth. You deserve to feel better. This probably comes from, anyway, I'm not going to try to figure it out. The test is the test. I scored a 66. Very telling. I just need to work on the exercises to improve both, bring down my stress. As you've seen, I have extremely high stress that I did not know, and my self esteem is lower than what I thought it was. I thought that my self esteem is extremely high. But you're seeing real time with my test scores that this is surprising even to me. I did not know that I have these issues, and these issues need to be addressed. Below 60, if you scored below 60, you may have very low self esteem, feeling unworthy or frequently insecure. It's essential to recognize that everyone has value, including you. Seeking help from a friend, a teacher, or counselor can provide support and tools to improve your self esteem. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. This is the conclusion. Understanding how you feel about yourself is important for personal growth. I did not know this. This is important for my own personal growth. Wherever you land on this self esteem spectrum, know that everyone can enhance their self worth with time, effort, and the right support. Use this assessment as a stepping stone toward embracing who you are. Again, I disagree with how I feel about myself, but this is telling. It's telling me that I have these issues. It's telling me that I have extremely high stress, and it's telling me that I do not have the self esteem that I thought I did have. And this is a psychological evaluation. So I need to accept what this test is telling me. I don't need to disagree with it. I don't need to correct it. I need to take it as help and allow myself to understand that this is the true self. For me to be aware that I have these underlying issues that I need to address. So I am going to begin addressing these issues starting today. That's the benefit of these tests. Remember, these tests, these are thousands of dollars worth of exams that we're getting for free. You're not having to pay a dime. And I'm showing you with my own scores that this is alarming for me. So you should see the benefit within yourself. And my hope is that we can see improvement and progress together as we utilize these self assessment tests. So here's some easy to follow exercises designed for all age groups to monitor, track, and reduce stress while also boosting self esteem and confidence. I did not know I had low self esteem. This is surprising. I didn't know I had extremely high amounts of stress. These suggestions provide simple ways to make progress over time and allow individuals to see their improvements in both areas. Stress monitoring and reduction exercises. This is a daily stress check in that I'm about to read to you. Journaling. Spend 5 to 10 minutes every day writing about things that cause you stress. Stress are things that make you upset, get you angry, irritable, frustrated, uncomfortable. Write those things down. Reflect on what causes stress. Reflect on how you felt and how you reacted, getting angry, getting emotional, having outbursts. Tracking, keep a stress journal to identify patterns and triggers over time. Number two, take deep breathing exercises. Breathe. Practice these deep breathing exercises for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes every day. Take 5 minutes, set it to the side. Wow. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 4 seconds. And exhale for 4 seconds. I feel tingling to release some of the stress that's bottled up inside. Do this for 5 minutes every day to lower stress. Tracking. Note how many times you felt calmer after these 5 minute sessions in your journal. Document it. I already feel calm coming over me. I did not know I'm stressing. My stress levels are high. I did not know that until this test. Wow. My stress test scored 45. Extremely high levels of stress. I didn't know this. My self esteem test scored 66. Low self esteem. I did not know this. So, again, you're seeing real time from my scores. Weekly reflection. Stress rating scale. Rate your stress levels from 1 to 10 every day and track your weekly average. Create a simple chart to visualize the stress trends, those things that stress you. Create a simple chart so that you can follow the things that's stressing you out, so that you can help eliminate those things, so that you can uh, um, monitor as well as take note of what those stressors are. Who's stressing you? What are they doing to stress you? What people are doing around you to get you upset. Make a note of those things and create a simple chart so that you can see it on paper to begin to track the things that's bothering you, irritating you, frustrating you, that's causing stress that you don't know that you're dealing with, that's causing you to even have sickness, illness, and disease that you may not know nothing about because it has not begun to show up yet. That's the benefit of this test, to show you to get rid of stress, to prevent sickness, illness, and disease, so that stress is not bottled up, causing you to be irritable and angry and on edge. Number two, take nature walks. Take a 20-minute walk outside every week. Focus on your surroundings to clear your head. 20 minutes every week. Write down the date and how you felt before the walk, and write down how you felt after the walk, and watch how it begins to reduce your stress over time by letting it go, by releasing it. If you don't do this, you will also see your stress begin to affect your cognitive function, your motor skills, your thinking ability, your irritability, your relationships, and you're going to be on edge all the time if we don't take hold of our stress to begin to bring it down. This is so telling for me. I did not know. I'm going to be taking a walk today, but first I'm going to bed after I finish this video and getting my son out to school. I'm going to sleep to begin to deal with this, as I did not know. Um, Self-esteem and confidence boosting exercises. Let this be a part of your daily affirmation. Refer to Philippians 4:8, which reads, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." Don't think about anything negative. Don't think about anything upsetting. Don't think about anything that frustrates you or make you moody. Think on only those things that are pure, that are lovely, that's good, that's kind, good things, positive things. Again, to bring your stressors down. Um, Start each day by stating three things that you appreciate about yourself. Now, these might seem like some nothing things, but according to statistics from a national level, and psychiatrists and psychologists who paid money to go to school to learn these things to help people live longer by reducing stress, which will reduce high blood pressure. I've had, and I don't mind telling you, high blood pressure. I'm now understanding already through this self assessment why that is. Um, so, three affirmations, by talking about three things that you appreciate about yourself. Start every day. It could be qualities like kindness. I appreciate that I'm creative, or that I'm persevering through whatever. Just three things that you appreciate about yourself every day in the start of your day. Write these three things down in a journal to reflect on different aspects of your self worth. These things are very beneficial while building up yourself and becoming a better you, to prepare for becoming a very good leader so that you can have an impact on other people that you're going to be helping. I talked about this in one of the videos. Compliment challenge. This is a challenge to help us deal with lowering stress and building self-esteem. This is a challenge, a confidence or compliment challenge. Give at least one compliment to somebody every day. Give at least one compliment to somebody else every single day. And again, these are things coming from psychiatrists and psychologists to help you and I bring down our stress and to increase self esteem and self confidence. Give someone else a compliment every day. This will boost both your confidence and build positive connections with other people. And without even knowing it, your stress is going to be dropping and your self esteem is going to be rising. Keep a list of compliments you've given and how they made you and the person you complimented feel. Keep a list, track it, and over time, watch how this benefits you and help your own personal growth. Your weekly confidence growth is to set small goals. Each week, add this to the exercises from the last test. Self awareness. Add this to those exercises. Every week, set a small, achievable goal, like trying a new hobby or speaking in public one time. It doesn't matter whether it's a group of friends, family members, a classroom, but speaking one time each week, a small goal. Celebrate your accomplishment no matter how small it is. Celebrate it. Track your progress. Maintain and keep a success board where you visually display your goals and your achievements. Set your goals, watch when you monitor yourself on a day to day basis, write down the things that you did, and watch your progress on a week to week basis. Number two, practice gratitude. Write down three things that you are grateful for each week. Write down three things that you are grateful for each week. This simple practice can shift your focus from anything negative to positive aspects of your life. That simple practice. Track your progress by reviewing your gratitude list weekly. Start on a day to day basis to recognize how it makes you feel. It will reinforce positive feelings about yourself. And doing these little teeny tiny things, again, it'll increase our self esteem and lower our stress. Progress tracking and monitoring. Combined stress and self esteem tracker. Create a simple chart or spreadsheet and take your stress level test every day to see how you score. See if your score is increasing or decreasing. But be honest with yourself. Check your daily stress levels. Make sure you do your self esteem affirmations every day. Make sure you're checking off the goals that you've completed. Make sure that you're checking off the goal to give compliments every day to at least one person. Make sure you're journalizing those compliments. Weekly reflections. Reflect every week on how your mood and your confidence shifts. Reflect as you go out on your 20-minute walk. All of these things, you will see progress, slowly but steadily. Progress. You want to review monthly. At the end of each month, review your tracker to see trends in your stress levels coming down and your self-esteem going up. Reflect on what strategies worked best for reducing that stress and for building self-esteem and confidence. These little teeny tiny simple exercises will do wonders for helping you create a better you to sooner arise at your best self. Coupled along with these other exercises, you will notice very, very significant and profound changes in your own self without making a huge effort. These little teeny tiny exercises. Visual reminder: use a sticky note with positive affirmations or stress relief techniques around your space. This serves as a constant reminder to practice self care and self love. Doing this every day by using little sticky notes, you will see small but noticeable changes and differences in your own thinking about your own self. Your self esteem, again, increasing while your stress is decreasing. And it can happen quickly over a short period of time as long as we practice these little teeny tiny exercises on a day to day basis, which only takes a few minutes. As we close out, by incorporating these things into a daily and a weekly routine, individuals of all ages, children as well, can effectively monitor, track, and reduce stress while boosting their self esteem and confidence. Regular reflections and visual tracking can show how progress is made toward a healthier and more confident you. I want to thank you all for your time and for watching this video. As we prepare to move into the first stage of this video series, we hope you will see immediate progress as you implement these exercises and witness becoming your best self. As we do these assessments, I'm going to be giving you my score so that you can see my own real time reaction and hear my scores from these assessment tests so that you can see, as you did today, my own surprise at thinking that I have little stress and learning I have extreme amounts of stress. Thinking that I have high self esteem, but learning that I have low self esteem. Not even knowing what's going on the inside of my head and what's causing whatever in my own body. But these self assessment tests, just like you, are going to benefit me. And as I put them to use, we should see progress being made in myself. And the hope is that we will see progress being made in you. At the same time, simultaneously, as we all move forward to becoming our best self and taking this training so that we can become better and better and better at managing ourselves, being able to learn how to control our emotions so that we can better serve the people that we're going to be serving in this capacity as we move forward to begin to help people, but first help ourselves to become the best version of ourselves. This growth is essential as we continue on our journey toward leadership, enabling us to effectively serve those who will be in our care and support their needs. I'm excited to take this journey with you all, and I look forward to the positive changes ahead. At this time, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to bed to get some sleep in a few minutes after I get my son off to bed, to school. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video.